and they said I was reading like below a kindergarten level.
No way.
So what's the point of me explaining 10 steps if you're not even willing to take the first?
If no one gave me tough love, I don't think I would be here right now.
Too much knowledge can put you into an analysis paralysis.
Yeah, I think it's so important to just plan and execute.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another fire episode of the Winners Club podcast, where even when we don't win, we learn, and learning is a form of winning. My name is Brian Tran, your host. I got my co-host over there, PJ Padua.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
And today we got a very special guest, somebody who is basically already up and coming, doing big things in the Airbnb space, literally from zero to over $25,000 a month in revenue in under a year, and only getting bigger and better. And so I wanted to bring her on today to kind of share her story, and because it is something that is going to blow your guys' mind. So Mao, introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maureen, but I go by Mao, and I do Airbnb arbitrage to get passive income.
I love it, because the reason why I wanted you on the show is because you can bring a lot of experience and knowledge to the audience, because I love the arbitrage model because you don't need a lot of money to start.
No.
Whereas most people think when they do Airbnb, they got to go buy this property, and put a lot of money out. But, in today's episode, we're going to go over and do the breakdown on how much it costs and how much you make. Is that cool?
Yes, of course.
Just take us back a little bit more. Take us back to your beginnings, because I'm always so intrigued to hear, where does someone's drive, hunger, and motivation come from? And you are hungry, motivated, and you got a lot of drive. So
I do.
I want to dissect that a little bit and see if we can come up with a formula to share with the audience.
All right. Well, okay. So basically, I grew up in the Philippines. I was born there, raised there till I was 8 years old. But basically, my mom had moved here when I was around 4.
Okay.
To get us over here, to petition us to go to America. But she ended up working 3 jobs, and she left 2 of my sisters, me and my brother back at home. It was a pretty sad time.
What part of the Philippines? Where were you from?
In Pampanga.
Oh, dang. I've heard of that.
You have?
I've watched YouTube on it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, right? It's pretty poor. Is that safe to say? Like, Pampanga?
Well, yeah, for sure. Back then, but now it's coming up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, now Philippines is not that bad, guys. There's
No.
certain parts.
Yeah, but where it's bad, it's bad.
But where it's bad.
Sure.
So, do you remember the Philippines at all?
I do, of course. I went to school there.
Okay.
Yeah, from I think kindergarten, first grade, and all that, or second grade till second grade.
Like,
and then
describe
I
it
came
though. Like, why'd you guys leave? Like, I mean, everybody wants to come and pursue the American dream, but like,
we left because, to be honest with you, my dad and my mom were not together, and they were just like constantly fighting.
Yeah.
Financially, it was pretty bad, and so we didn't know how to make ends meet back then. So then my mom thought it was the best idea to go over to America to basically.
it's pretty hard though, isn't it? Like, how
Yeah.
did she get to America?
My grandma and grandpa.
Oh, okay. And then like they got her over,
Mm-hmm.
and then where did she move to?
She moved to Hayward.
Oh, dang. So
Yeah.
Okay, so
She
nearby.
moved to Hayward.
He's
Yeah.
stuck.
Hey, stuck.
And then so then she worked 3 jobs, left you guys. Who watched you guys in the Philippines then?
2 of my sisters, they were 16 and 18. And then my brother, he was probably like 5 or 6.
So your 16 and 18-year-old sisters raised you guys
Mm-hmm.
for how many years? 4 years?
4 years, yeah. Damn near, yeah.
So were they 18 when your mom left, or were they?
When my mom left, yeah.
Okay. But dang, can you imagine? I can't imagine being 18 and watching
I
my
know.
little brother or sister.
Financially, too.
So
Like-
they had to work? Was your mom sending money back?
So my mom would literally just make $200, and I don't even know how she made ends meet, because she literally came here with no money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real. Like,
But
nothing.
your grandma and your grandpa were here already.
Yeah, they were helping her out with rent and everything. So then she would send all the money that she made with those 3 jobs over to my sisters and my brother, and that would like cover school. That wouldn't cover like all our food and everything like that.
So did you grow up hungry?
Of course, dude. I was born in my house, and then my
Wow.
food was the water from the rice.
Jeez.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
because like my mom didn't have money
Mhm.
to feed me.
Dang.
I know. So then like she would use rice water to not milk,
Wow.
like formula, because formula's hella expensive.
She didn't have no milk coming out of the boobs.
Ain't nothing, dude. She fought like 5 kids.
Working too hard.
No, she fought like 5 kids. So like, I mean, I
I
can't
got
even
it.
expect.
She's over it.
Well, you grew up pretty. You're not short, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really a crazy story, and I appreciate you for sharing that because
thank
it's very to show vulnerability is a really big thing. But would you say
Yeah.
all that struggle and witnessing what you did as a young one, did that impact your relationship with money to this day?
Oh, dude, all I think about is money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if that's a bad thing
I think it's a good thing.
because sometimes I'm just like, bruh, like I'm just trying to get my mom retired
Yeah.
and like actually have a house. Like that's my whole goal is just to financially keep my mom afloat and have her absolutely not do anything because she came here, worked 3 jobs right away. Like she had no car, so she would walk from wherever she was to Southland Mall. I don't know if you guys know.
I know
that.
Southland.
Yeah.
She would walk miles. She
Jeez.
wouldn't even take the bus, bruh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane.
I can probably see where your drive comes from now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that pain, those
Yeah.
memories. So then you come to America.
Uh-huh.
Did you speak English in the Philippines?
No. So I didn't know English when I got here. Literally all I knew was, "Hi, what's your name?" and
That's
how
it.
old are you? And then
Really?
that's it. And I would repeat myself because, bruh, that's all I knew. And then I got kicked.
You were 8 years old?
Yeah.
Dang.
And
third
someone
grade?
like kicked me. Like my freaking family
Oh,
or
no.
my cousins would kick me because they didn't understand me. I'm like, oh my God, this is so sad.
Do you still speak Tagalog?
Of course. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you still do?
Fluently.
Man,
Yeah.
Wow.
sounds like a lot of struggles already and the adversity. How old were you when you came here to
eight, right?
America?
8, yeah. I was
Yeah,
8 years
man.
old.
Already at 8 and just all that adversity.
You know what's the sad part? I grew up here, but
Mhm.
English is a second language. And so in the 3rd grade, I
Oh.
think looking back, I knew how to speak English, but my vocabulary was very little because at home we spoke Vietnamese.
Yeah.
But I remember getting tested in ESL in the 3rd grade, and they said I was reading like below a kindergarten level.
No
Yeah.
way.
So you know what? You ain't that far off. But it wasn't my fault, guys. I
No,
grew up in Oakland.
But you pick it up pretty fast because you're pretty young, you know? No?
Yeah, I think so. I thought I was pretty smart.
Kind of forced to, huh?
Yeah.
But like in Oakland, all we did was play.
Yeah.
Like I remember
dang.
in kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, until I transferred to San Leandro Elementary School, all we did was play. So I don't blame them. And like, shoot, my parents didn't know how to read at home either. So that's why when I went to school, I didn't.
Yeah.
So you're doing pretty good.
English
Yeah.
was second level, but
Thanks.
So you
your
picked it up pretty
Vietnamese was
quick then.
good.
The English came quick.
I picked up really fast.
Dang,
Awesome.
okay. Fast forward a little bit more.
Yeah, let's transition and fast forward a little bit, like maybe through high school. Like, how was your upbringing like the person that you are? Like,
Okay,
were you the
so-
same?
Things get a little easier.
No. My mom would be like, okay, so in middle school, it was really hard because my mom didn't have the means to buy me new school stuff. So
Yeah.
I would literally live off a pair of jeans for a whole year. And they would rip and they would grow on me. So like I got bullied. I didn't get bullied.
But I
like
remember
that,
your
but-
brother Moonark always had Jordans and hats and
because
stuff.
he gambled to get money.
Oh.
He hustled his way too. So that's actually where I learned my hustling from. Because my brother would
I
hustle
see.
with cards and he would sell candies for $1 because my mom couldn't afford it.
I remember he had a little box and he always
yes,
picked 13.
Yes.
I remember now.
exactly. So that's where he got all his stuff from. So my mom, I was too young, of course. So then I'm just like, damn, I got to survive off of this.
Yeah.
So my friends would be like, hey, when are you going to get new jeans? When are you getting new shoes?
Yeah. Kids
I'm
are
like,
mean, man.
I know.
I had
hella
hand me downs
blood.
too, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I feel your pain. I
Yeah.
wasn't even pain. I didn't care then. I don't care now.
But it's okay though.
But yeah.
I mean,
You know what it is? Sometimes like those memories, when I think back, I'm like, that made me stronger
for sure.
because it just made you more resilient.
That
Like,
ass.
you had to basically shut the people out who are mean to you and also like have thicker skin. So that's kudos to you. So did you go to college afterwards?
I did. I didn't even know what the hell I was going to college for, to be honest with you.
What school?
I just did a loanie online.
Hey, me too.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I was originally going to do it for dental hygiene,
Mm-hmm.
the program.
Yep.
And I was so sold on that. I was
Mm.
like, okay, I'm going to be a dental hygienist, you know? So before the pandemic, basically, I was full-time school, full-time work as a nanny. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like,
Yeah.
I do not want to work, and I do not want to go to school.
Yeah.
And then that's when I downloaded TikTok.
Is
And
that right? What
yeah.
year is this?
Is that-
So this
is-
is like 20, this
is
is like
this like a-
recently,
Yeah, this
20
is
Life-changing
2020.
story with
This
the
is-
TikTok?
this
Because I'm
is
like
it.
wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I
Jeez.
downloaded TikTok for the first time, and I started following everyone who did Airbnb.
Okay.
So my whole algorithm was just Airbnb.
Okay, but before, how did you even find out about Airbnb? Was it off TikTok or?
Oh no,
like-
okay. So actually, before the pandemic, 2019, I took shrooms for the first time.
Yo, I love this story. Let's go.
Yeah. So I took shrooms for the first time, and I went to Yosemite.
Mm-hmm.
And during my trip,
Mhm.
I thought about my Airbnb host because she served us breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and she got to know me as a person. And I was like, during my trip, I was like, oh my God, bro, this is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, she literally made $600 off of us off of 2 days. And
She was so
she,
nice.
yeah, she was beautiful. She wasn't doing anything. She wasn't working.
Yeah.
You know, she was just doing
she cooked
Airbnb.
you guys breakfast though?
Yeah.
Like she what was it like? You guys shared a house with her?
No,
She-
she invited us over to her house to have breakfast with her.
Oh.
And I was like, damn, she's doing something right. If this 60-year-old woman can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that's when I really heard about Airbnb.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean,
So the
Because
shrooms opened your eyes.
Yes.
Like,
Oh my God. Yes, it did.
not
so-
to go far off, but
I'm gonna go there because
yeah, go ahead.
side note, I got like 2 friends that keep on wanting me. I never done shrooms
Okay.
because I feel like my brain's so delicate that I don't want to mess up a good thing because it's
Dude.
psychedelic, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like, you gotta do it. It's gonna
You
open
have
your
to,
mind.
yeah.
I said, what if it opens my mind and I can't close it?
Yo, that's
You
actually
know?
kind of
Yeah,
like
that's
And so
valid.
my
valid.
thing is, dude, hell, everybody's
It
like, bro,
is.
just do it. It's gonna make you so
Yeah.
like, it's gonna. I don't know what the hell. They can't even describe it to me correctly. Maybe that's why I don't want to do
Yeah.
it. So I'm like, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to bring that up.
That was
Like,
my very first time, though.
Explain it to me. So what did you feel? Maybe you can explain shrooms to me.
Okay, so basically at first I was hella scared. Like
Yeah.
I was shaking, and then they were just like, hey, chill. Just let it happen. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So then afterwards I felt kind of light.
Mhm.
And it helped that I was in Yosemite, so there was waterfalls
Mhm.
and there was like nature everywhere, and I'm like, damn, this is what life's about. Like,
that is actually 100% true.
So you
Yeah.
felt it too? Is that what you
Yeah,
felt?
I've done it multiple
Yeah.
times. Yeah. So,
Did you try penis envy?
what is penis envy?
Somebody told me I gotta try penis envy.
Is that a
that?
fire
I-
strain?
I said no.
Maybe like just
What is
just
that?
normal
That's,
envy.
it's a shroom.
It's
Oh,
a
it
strain, I'm
is.
assuming.
It's a
Oh, I
strain.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not eating no penis.
Yeah, sorry to take away from your
Yeah.
story, Mal, but
No, it's
like,
okay.
yeah, I mean, psychedelics definitely could be like fun, but like if you're someone who like opens your mind and uses it as a tool, it could be really like transforming. I don't think you should
Yeah.
rely on it.
So
as,
do you think that if you didn't take that, you wouldn't have like thought, you wouldn't have like self-reflected and thought like Airbnb is the way?
no, because I was always tired of working.
Okay, so it was gonna happen regardless.
Yeah, it was gonna happen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you download TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
did
and
some
then
shrooms?
You just started
some
watching
shrooms.
all these Airbnbs. Did
I
you
did,
buy
yeah.
a course or did you just kind of piece it together?
No, so I actually did 3 consultations with 3 people who did Airbnb differently.
Wow.
Okay.
And then after that, I basically calculated all my knowledge, and I'm like, okay, I think I want to get a mentor for this. So then I ended up hiring a mentor for it.
How much did that cost?
A couple of thousands.
Wow.
Hey, I
couple
love it.
thousand. Let's
I love
go.
it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, at this time, you're probably like, damn,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Dude, I literally only had, okay, so in my savings,
Yeah.
I only had 10K. And that's not a lot because I still had to pay rent and like, you know,
Yeah.
that's all I had, like
Yeah.
literally 10K. And then when he told me it was going to be a couple thousand, I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro?
How much? How much was like the exact amount?
It was 2K.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like 20%. That's
Still got
20%.
8K left.
That's
But
20%.
still, I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
No,
I
but,
definitely
like,
get it.
I respect that because most people will not
Yeah.
spend. They'll buy a Gucci bag. They'll buy
Yeah.
$200 Jordans,
Yeah.
but they won't spend.
Knowledge.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
to make that $200 so you can go buy as many Jordans as you want.
But now my mentor charges a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because I found him when he was like brand new.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this guy knows so much. He only had like a couple, I think. I'm not sure how much, but
Where was he based out of?
San Diego and
Okay.
Las Vegas, yeah.
Oh, nice. So you mentioned a couple of things because the audience probably, I think I have an idea of what they are, but you said there are the different types of Airbnb. So which one did you explore, and then which one did you ultimately decide to go route, like the route that you chose?
So I explored the ownership one,
Okay.
and then the renting a house, and then there's the apartment one, which is less liability.
Yeah.
So I explored the apartment arbitrage, and I was like, okay, I think this could work because it's less money than actually putting down for a house.
Yeah. Let's break it down for them. So let's break down the first one.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, let's
if
hear
you-
the
if you
story
can,
of the
just
first one.
Okay, so for the first one, you actually have to put down for a house,
Yeah, buy a house.
and that's hella money. Like,
Especially here.
yeah, especially in the Bay. So I could not afford that. And then you'd have to live in it for a year in order for you to actually rent it out. So you'd actually have to buy a multiple, what is that? A multiple home?
Multifamily?
A multifamily.
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
A multiple.
You're good.
A
You're good.
multifamily. And then you rent out the other side, and then you live on the other side for
Okay.
a whole year. And then you could move out and then rent it out and all that stuff.
Okay.
And the other one was actually just going straight to the landlord who owns the property and being
Yep.
like, hey, yo, can I use this as an Airbnb? Of course, you have to sound really professional.
Yeah.
And the other one is the one I'm doing now is going to apartments and paying the rent and them paying it for you. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, so now you chose to go with this one.
Uh-huh.
Let's hear the story of the first property.
So you paid this guy $2,000.
Yes, I did.
And then
what happens?
yeah.
Okay, so
So walk us through
basically
that,
we did a consultation and he was like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Shit, put me in, coach. I'm ready."
Love it.
So he just tells me what to do, and I have to execute every single one. He's not there to actually like hold my hand and be like, "Let me come with you."
Yeah.
You got to do it yourself. And so I think that's the thing where like people expect people to hold their hands for them
Yeah,
as a
100%.
mentor, you know,
Yeah.
but you actually got to do it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You
And
can
so-
they can lead you to the water, but you still gotta, make
Yeah.
the decision to drink the water. Yeah. So
Yeah, so after that, I called up hella apartments. I'm like, hey, you guys offering corporate leasing right now? Hey, good morning, good morning. And then I finally got a yes.
yeah.
Yes.
How many homes did you have to? How many did you have to call?
Hella, probably like 30.
Did you think about giving up after the?
Of
the
course.
fifth one?
Yeah, and then I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, okay, and then what? Like, if I get this property, like, then
Yeah.
fucking what?
I think that's the best part of having a mentor, though, right?
Yeah.
Like
Did
because
he
you
give
did
you
that.
all the steps, or did he just say, "Do this first"?
Do this first.
I like that.
Yeah, he's like, do this first, and then we'll do this. And I
Not
was
a
like, all
lot
right,
of
cool.
overload on the brain.
Well,
you know?
he did that because honestly, like, what's the point of me explaining 10 steps if you're not even willing to take the first?
Yeah.
Pretty true.
You're wasting my time and everything else. So prove to me that you're gonna call 30 people, get
Yeah.
that first yes, come back to me, and then we'll
Yeah,
go
yeah.
from there. I like that.
Yeah. So then after I got the first yes, I kind of had imposter syndrome.
Okay, why?
It's like, because I literally came from nothing and all of a sudden I got an Airbnb. I'm like, oh my God, like what the fuck am I doing? You know? Yeah. So then,
I want to ask you one more thing.
Yeah.
When you thought about quitting, why didn't you quit?
because I
Because-
thought about my mom. I'm like,
Oh.
damn, bro, she worked. I can't complain
Yeah.
because I got a car. I didn't have to work. I mean, I didn't have to walk
Yeah.
thousands of miles
Yeah.
to get to a job.
Yeah.
So I really can't complain.
You're like, why am
So
I
that-
gonna quit after 5 calls?
Yeah. And I
Hey,
didn't come
you'd be
this far.
surprised. People be quitting after like the first call.
That's true.
That's so
No.
true.
They
Yeah.
get the first no. Oh, yeah, I'm done. This
Yeah.
doesn't work. This is stupid.
Yeah.
So you thought about your mom and you were like, okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
keep
thought
calling.
about my mom. I thought about my family. I'm like, damn, bro, they've been working all their lives.
So
So-
you get the first Airbnb.
Mm.
Well, walk us through the steps then, because was it furnished already?
No, so it's empty. So yeah, I basically got an LLC, applied for a business credit card, which you have to have good credit for. They're not gonna approve nobody with good credit. So I tried to leverage credit card debt instead of using my own money.
Smart.
And that's the thing. I think that scared me the most because I'm like, damn, bro, I'm gonna be in debt. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
in 15K debt after this.
I just spent $2,000.
And I just spent
Did he
$2,000
teach
for
you
a mentorship. What was
Did he
that?
teach you to open like credit cards with 12 months, no interest payments?
I mean, he just told me to apply for a credit card. Yeah.
Okay. But
And then
but
I
you
learned.
knew-
I learned on the go. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice.
It's like throwing yourself in the fire. You just gotta learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So it sounds, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, most people think mentors have to give them like all the steps.
dude. Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta just go. You
Yeah.
learn.
And then
Just
once
gotta
the
learn.
person fails, they bash you. They
Mhm.
flame you. They're like, yo, this doesn't work. It's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah,
dude,
so
you
that's
didn't do
tight.
anything, you know?
So the 15,000 was for furnishing.
Yeah, furnishing the rent.
Where did you buy everything? Amazon.
No, I got everything from Wayfair.
Nice.
Amazon is like little stuff, you know.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
lamps and all
plates,
that
lamps,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Mostly Wayfair.
And then did you assemble it?
I
Everything?
did. Dude, I did.
Yeah.
What sucked is like bringing everything from the mailroom to the place. And, you know, sometimes I'm like, bruh, if I hire somebody, I gotta pay them.
Yeah.
And I'm in debt already. So
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, bruh. Like, I just gotta
So
do
you-
this myself.
You paid $2,000.
Mhm.
You open up a credit card, put 15,000. So now you're $17,000 in.
Uh-huh.
And then what?
And then I was like, damn, and then what do I do? But so I furnished everything, and then my mentor flew out to me. I'm so thankful that he did that because, you know, I got to know him on a personal level, and he walked me through. I'm like, okay, here's what you're gonna do. Take pics, do this,
Mhm.
do that. And we went live, and when I tell you, my heart was just like, bruh, I want to
Yeah.
cry right now because I'm live and I'm not even booked yet. It's only been a minute, right? So I'm like, I'm still in debt.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still
I
in
get
debt. So then,
How much? Are you doing corporate? Long term, midterm,
I'm
short
doing
term?
long term.
Okay.
Okay.
So for months.
Cool.
And then less than 24 hours, it got booked for 7 months and he extended for over a year.
Wow.
And
How much
yeah.
money did that bring in?
No, so how much? Okay, let's break it down now. Some more.
Mm.
How much was the rent,
Mm.
and then how much were you charging
Do it.
Okay, so the rent was $2,400 and he was paying me $5,500
for a 1 bedroom?
for a studio.
A studio?
Smokes.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Did the building have like a pool?
It did, yeah.
Okay, all
It
right.
had a
cool.
pool,
We got
a gym, yeah.
Good selling
He
points.
paid $5,500.
Yeah, and he even took me out to eat.
Nice.
And you went?
And I did.
You weren't scared?
No. Yeah, no, I got to know his whole family,
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
That's
I got
kind of
to-
creepy.
Maybe
no,
stop
I got to
doing
know
that.
his wife. I got to know his wife.
Okay.
He
Was the
had
wife
kids.
there for dinner?
No, she was flying it. Damn, this looks
Yeah,
wrong.
put him on blast.
No, this looks wrong. But yeah, he took me out to eat, got to know me because he knew he was gonna stay at my place. So whenever he hits me up, I got everything, you know.
So you were making about, because in the apartment, you're not paying for water, garbage. You're just
It's-
paying for electricity.
I pay for
Internet?
electricity. Yeah, all that stuff is already included. So
In the
like
2,400?
not the electricity. The electricity itself would probably like be 150 to 100.
Let's just say like $200 for internet
yeah.
and everything like that. So you're in it 26. You're making 55.
Mm-hmm,
So you're making like $1,900.
mm-hmm,
You made your money back in like what, 9 months, 8 months.
mm-hmm.
Damn.
Do you get that money like right up front if they book it for the year?
Up front, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
you get it
Are you
upfront?
doing it
You
through
get it upfront.
VRBO or
I
what sites are you using?
just Airbnb, but right now I'm actually not on Airbnb
Really?
because all my tenants are with me directly
Wow.
because I canceled out Airbnb fees, so I get all the money instead of paying.
So they just write you a
Airbnb.
check every month.
They give me cash.
Wow.
You just say check because you know
Okay,
we don't want
check.
the IRS.
Sorry.
Yo,
Check,
get
check,
her.
check.
Just kidding.
But hey, man, I filed my taxes.
Okay,
For
okay, all right.
yeah,
I didn't want you getting in trouble.
No, I pay up
All
for
right,
sure.
guys.
Okay, so now
I wanna-
okay, go ahead, PJ.
Yeah, sorry. I want to just break it down because you guys are definitely seasoned like real estate investors and you guys
Yeah.
talk numbers. You know, I'm not. So for the audience as well, how much profit were you basically making after that 24 hours after you got booked? How much did you see like that was coming into you?
How much? Like
Yeah.
a month?
Well, I mean, overall, like, does the money like for Airbnb go directly to you once they book for the year?
Yeah.
So how much was going to you like right then?
It was like over 30.
30,000?
Yeah.
Oh, because he booked for 7 months.
Yeah.
Times 55.
Yeah.
Also, oh wow.
Yeah,
So
that
you
was
made all
30
your money back.
Yeah.
30,000
Some.
profits. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it was over 30. And then he kept extending. And then he put other people on. So I had to scale up for
Wow.
Airbnbs because he had like 3 other families who
Well,
want to stay with me.
What was going through your mind when
Yeah.
you get this lump sum of money? Like
I cried.
you
bruh.
go from crying out of like
Yeah.
fear
Yeah.
into crying out of joy. Like what was going through your mind? Like
I was so thankful.
Mhm.
That's when I started actually having real imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, bruh, you've come such a long way.
Mm-hmm.
You did this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So when you went from that one, how fast did you get your second, third, fourth Airbnb?
So I got it in November. My very first one. I signed a lease in like October to furnish everything, right? And then I scaled up in March. My second Airbnb in March, and then my third Airbnb in June, and then my fourth Airbnb in this January, actually.
Okay, so like you kind
Wow.
of paced them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Like not you didn't just go and get like 3 new leases all at
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
I think that's pretty smart because risk is definitely an issue with Airbnb. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And so are they all kind of doing the same numbers or did you get bigger Airbnbs?
They're all the same. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So sheesh.
Yeah.
That's some good profit, guys. You guys doing the math on this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's the same building.
Same building.
Oh wow.
So it's super easy to manage.
Hella convenient.
So easy to manage.
Wow.
Did you
So
scale up?
because they're long term, you're not even like there's no cleaning, there's none of that.
Nothing, yeah. I mean, there is like, I'll hire my maid, dude, once every 3. Sometime I don't know, man.
Just to
Here
go in
and there,
clean
yeah,
it up a little
yeah.
bit. Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take a deposit
A deposit for?
like for them to move in? Because I don't know.
No,
like,
they pay up front.
Airbnb. Oh, because they pay up front.
Yeah, yeah.
What if they damage stuff?
They don't, because it's long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's less liability, to be honest with you. I know who's
Sick.
coming in. I know who's coming out, and they're there to work. They're not there to throw parties.
Where are they from? Like where are you
Dude,
seeing most of
They're
these guys come
from
from?
Slovakia. They're from Spain.
Oh, so they're here. They're like contractors, basically, like Google and all. Because you're in San Jose.
Yeah,
So wow.
yeah, yeah.
Money.
So they're
That's
from
crazy.
everywhere, and then nurses come through too, from Texas.
So what's
From
stopping
Florida.
you from just getting more?
I'm in prep.
What?
I'm in bodybuilding prep. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, but after
Wow.
this, so I end prep in July. I plan on actually getting a house to rent out in Texas
Oh
to
wow.
scale up, because it's more money for short term. Short term is like 10K a month over.
Right.
For
but
sure.
More
liability.
liability, more
I'd
term.
have to
So-
hire. Yeah.
But if it's, are there more rental units available in that same building that you're in now?
Sometimes it comes and goes.
Okay, so
Yeah, you literally have to look. You have to do your research in all these apartments, because sometimes it's full, sometimes it's not. But keep this in mind: my very first time booking that apartment, I got 3 months free rent.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're not doing that no more.
No.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
during COVID, nobody wanted to live in condos and apartments.
Yeah,
They wanted
yeah.
houses. Dang, that's
Wow,
what
that's
you were
awesome.
making heck of money.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah. So I heard that you said that you're competing in bodybuilding,
Uh-huh.
which is definitely a lot to talk about, and we'll get into that. But I want to ask, like, what really prepared you for handling this level of like entrepreneurship, early on? Like, what were you doing to like feed your brain? Like, what were you consuming? What were the things that really helped you to have that discipline to just follow through and all that?
So I basically changed my whole feed.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want to hurt no one's feelings, but
Do it. We're here
but
to
hurt their
I'll-
feelings.
we're here to hurt feelings and wake people
have
up.
to hurt people's
I'll
feelings.
I'll basically like unfollow people who don't give me some type of knowledge. Like, if I'm losing brain cells looking at your feed, why am I following you?
Yeah.
You know, if you don't give me some type of motivation, you don't give
Mhm.
me some type of knowledge,
Yeah.
I will unfollow you.
Definitely.
And that's okay, because I still support you as a human being. But,
For sure.
I don't know.
I say that all the time, right, PJ? Like,
Yeah, all the time. We say that all the time
Yeah.
on the
people
podcast.
people are like batteries. They're either recharging you or
Yeah.
taking battery out
Like,
of you. So
I don't think anybody should take it personal, because like
Yeah.
it's your feed, right? Like
Yeah.
it's yours, and it's like it
Mhm.
means no harm. It's just like I don't want to
I
see
know,
you.
I
You're
just
part of
feel
my day,
bad.
technically. You
Yeah,
know?
I just feel bad. I don't, because I'll see them like, hey, oh yeah.
So what did your family think when you were doing this? Like
Oh, they did not want me to do it. Everyone was saying no.
They were your
Really?
haters. Huh?
Yeah.
Like your
all
mom?
like the closest people in my life were definitely discouraging me
Mhm.
from doing this, because they thought I was stupid. My brother still thinks I'm stupid till this day, but he doesn't actually know how much I'm making.
yeah,
Mhm.
you know what? I've learned that too. Don't let people know how much you make. So don't show them this podcast, because then they're gonna start be like,
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go out to
feeling
eat?
some type. Nah, they're
Yeah,
gonna start
yeah.
feeling some type of way.
Oh, okay.
You know. So
Well, I want to ask another question. Like, what
Yeah.
is, just from your perspective? We have asked this question a lot on like podcasts, but what's your advice for people who, have those relationships and they're trying to pursue something great? How do they handle those like negative relationships or maybe like naysayers or disbelievers?
You just gotta shut them out, though, for real. Like, who
Mm.
cares, bruh? Like, my brother told me not to do it because he said I don't know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
And, you just gotta throw that away.
yeah,
Like,
I mean,
just gotta do it.
Goes to show that you know what you're doing. So
Yes. And that's okay, It kind of gives me the drive to push more because I'm trying to prove him wrong.
yeah.
you know what I learned today from Patrick Bet-David
What'd you learn?
is that you need to have a competitor or an enemy.
Yeah.
They call it like an enemy. That doesn't mean you're gonna do harm to them.
No, for sure.
But like your brother saying you can't do it or you don't know enough,
yeah.
he becomes like that enemy, that person that you're gonna try to prove wrong.
Yeah.
And that everybody needs an enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
And
otherwise,
honestly, it's tough love. Like, he's always given me tough love, and I really appreciate that. Because if
Yeah.
no one gave me tough love, then damn, I don't think I would be here right now.
you know,
Yeah.
the thing is that sometimes they're not ill. They don't want to do it to hurt you.
Yeah.
Some people are, but
They
I
mean
think they're
good.
doing it because they don't want to see you fail.
For sure.
So they think they're helping
They
you.
think they're helping you, but they're not really helping you.
That's kind
You know
of
what I mean?
weird
So-
because like it really is just like, oh, don't do it. Like, don't try to make $1 million. Like, just stay at 30 because I know you could do that. That's
well,
kind of
it's
insulting.
it's
yeah?
not like the money advice, but usually it's like the activity that to get you that $1 million mark.
Yeah.
They don't know. Your brother knows nothing about Airbnb, so it's like to him, it's like a scam. It's a MLM. It's a
Yeah.
But
He told me to pull out off of my Airbnbs during the pandemic because he's like, the market's going to crash. I'm like, huh? What does that got to do with people moving here to work from home?
Yeah.
So,
I'm glad you got with a mentor who was successful in
yes.
it,
Mhm.
because in that way, when you have the naysayers, you also have somebody who has done it, is doing it, is
Mhm.
successful
Mhm.
to kind of make you feel confident that you can
Most
accomplish this as
definitely.
well. Yeah.
Damn. I like it. Well,
Yeah.
I'm super inspired right there. We're going to head to a
Let's take a
quick break.
Yeah. Check the camera.
Yes.
We're going to thank our sponsors right now.
Yep. Yo, guys, I want to just thank our sponsors, the VA Hub, who they can also source virtual assistants to help you run your Airbnb business. So if you're looking to hire a virtual assistant, go ahead and head over to thevahub.com and they'll be able to help you out. Back to the show. You need to go to that? You need to go back?
what?
I own the company. So,
Ah!
so I own the company, so I
all
just kind of
right.
like, we plug our own companies.
Yeah.
Rather than have like some
That's
random.
so
there, Boba.
fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I own the boba shop, so like, I just throw in random
That
sponsors.
is so funny.
I might as well bring like awareness to my
I love
companies,
that.
not other companies.
Dude, that's so funny.
You need to go bathroom or anything?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm chilling.
Back to the show. How are we doing on time, PJ?
You were good.
We're honestly vibing, so if you're like,
I'm chilling.
we're just kind of going until I run out of shit to ask.
We're
and then
hitting
we'll
the
kinda-
30. We hit the 30 mark. That's why I
No
went in.
way.
Yeah, we're at the 30 mark.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna
These
keep pushing.
podcasts, every guest that I get on, they're like, we spoke for an hour or something.
That's
Yeah. I'm
crazy.
like, yeah.
That was
And
a
they're
really
like-
good one. That was really good.
It's really
Aw,
good.
Thanks, guys.
I like this one.
All right, and back to the show.
Cool.
Let's do it, guys. Well, I'll do a quick check because
All right.
I'll be nervous.
Yeah, check all the cameras. Make sure
Wait,
we
why
don't
are
lose
you
any
nervous
clips.
for?
Huh?
You're nervous too?
No, he's nervous to losing clips.
Oh, I see.
All right, guys. We're all Gucci. Let's get
Well,
to
okay,
it, guys.
We ended the last one with the naysayers.
Basically,
Your-
the naysayers and
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we kind of ended off with.
All right, cool.
Cool. Let's get back into it.
Back into it.
All right,
Fun.
guys.
So break that down a little bit more, because your brother's saying don't do it. Your brother's saying quit it. Did you think about quitting?
No, definitely not. Why?
'Cause you're
Why am I
making all
gonna
this
let?
money,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm like, why am I gonna let this person dictate my life like that?
Some people do.
That's
Believe it or
wild.
not, some people do.
Wow.
That's a no for me, to be honest with you.
My other question that I had, is have you ever had any like crazy stories with Airbnb?
Oh my god.
Let's hear them.
Yeah, I want to
I'm
hear it.
actually hearing it. I'm dealing with it right now as we
What?
speak.
All right, what is it?
Yeah. So this woman is a Karen. So I actually ended up giving her a discount, a slight discount, because she's going off of Airbnb, and Airbnb charges like a 10%.
On the renter side, yeah.
Yeah. So then she went with me directly. And then she calls me the day of her check-in at 3 a.m. Okay? She's calling me at 3 a.m. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that your sleeping voice?
Like, yeah. Yeah, I was like, what the no one calls me at this time, you know? And she's like, I don't know how to get to the elevator.
Oh, no.
I'm like, I'm sorry, who is this?
Yeah.
And she's like, this is so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's a key fob. I literally gave you the PDF to walk you step by step how to get into my Airbnb. And then I thought that was the worst thing, her calling me at 3 a.m. But no, this girl blows up my phone every day. Every day she blows up my phone and she's like, it's too loud. It's too loud. There's people shaking upstairs. And this has never happened.
Yeah.
Ever.
But you're also in an apartment, so what do you expect?
Exactly.
Really, you know?
No, but this has never happened. Okay.
Right.
So I actually go up to the floor and knock on their door, and I'm like, hi, I would really appreciate it if you guys just quiet down a little.
Not piss off my guests.
Just quiet down a little because the person sleeping under is trying to sleep and she has work at 5 a.m. And they're like, okay, yeah, we're just moving in.
Okay.
It's like, okay, totally understandable. Dude, she's staying with me for 3 months, bruh. It's already been 2 months, and this woman has been blowing up my phone every day telling me it's so loud.
Wow.
That's all she does every day.
Every day. And I mean, like, her texts are crazy. She's like, this is uncalled for. I'm going to call the police.
What does she want?
She wants a discount.
Damn,
honestly,
bro.
in those buildings, don't they have like a front desk person that can usually call for you?
Yeah, I actually gave her the number to text the security up there, but she always is just like blowing up my
Yeah.
phone.
Sounds like she wants a discount.
Yeah, she has a plan in mind.
Sounds like she wants to hit you with a discount. Like, hey, I feel like you should give me something. But here's the thing: she didn't go through Airbnb, so she can't really leave you a negative review.
Yes.
So hey,
exactly.
whatever.
I love that.
Is she
part.
paid up front?
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
go.
sweet.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys though, like, what do you do like in these situations? Is this part of the game? Like, is there something you could do? Like,
I mean, I think she's doing it right. Communication is the key.
Communication is the key. Yeah.
So
I'm just going through it day by day, to be honest with you. I'm like,
dang.
I am so sorry to hear that. Let me get the security for you. That's it. Point blank, period.
yeah.
Dang. Is that it? That's the worst.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So then
Yeah.
my very first check-in, they're staying for 7 months, right? And then within that first month, they break my bed frame.
Oh, we're doing.
They're big. Is the husband and wife kind of big?
They are. Yeah. They were tall and like big.
And passionate,
Kind of just heavy, you know?
Yeah.
But they're not actually together.
Oh.
I don't know why my tenants tell me their life stories. I'm like, thank
So
you.
it's his husband and wife, but they're not together.
Yeah, they're just, yeah.
But they just break in the bed together, huh?
Yeah. So one is sleeping on the couch and the other one's sleeping on the bed.
That's weird.
And then so the guy was just like, oh, my back hurts. We've been sleeping on the couch. I'm like, why you guys been sleeping on the couch for? And they're like, they were scared to tell me that they broke the bed frame.
Mm-hmm.
It's just those wood slats, right?
Yeah,
So you just have to order new wood slats, right?
No,
No?
like the whole thing like broke. And so I actually went there to see the problem.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, I really got to fix this right now because they need a place to sleep.
Yeah.
So I went to multiple furnishing stores, and then none of them could deliver. So then I expedited the shipping for a bed frame, and it gets shipped to the other apartment next door. And I don't have a key for that apartment because it's a whole brand new apartment.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And so I had to hire the guys that was building the bed frame to go over there. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna just pay these guys extra.
Wait, they stole your bed frame pretty much?
No, it just got delivered to a different address. Yeah.
Okay.
And I hated that. I was like, damn, bro, I literally went to 10 furniture stores for this.
You could have just bought the bed frame on Amazon. You know those metal ones?
No, they needed it like now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but keep in mind that if these people are paying $5,500 a month, you gotta just be on it. Yeah.
Dang. Well,
you're catering to this. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No. You did good.
Yeah, I love them, but
that's it. That's the worst.
that's the worst.
You got any crazy stories, Brian?
Yeah, because I did
What's yours?
Airbnb back in 2014, maybe 13, 14. But I did it right here in San Francisco. I had SROs, which are single residential occupancy, in the Tenderloin. You know, if you guys don't know San Francisco, Tenderloin is probably the crackhead central.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Sick.
I ran and operated the restaurant downstairs. I ended up selling that restaurant after a year. It was too stressful. I don't know anything about restaurants, but young dumb me, I just went out and did it, thinking like this is how I'm gonna get rich. But upstairs were 13 SROs, which basically, if you don't know what SRO is, it's like a dorm.
Okay.
So you have a room, and then you all like in what every floor had a bathroom and a shower, and then one kitchen to share. It's like a dorm.
Oh,
It's almost like a
wow.
hostel.
Basically, I was running a
Kinda,
hostel. So,
yeah.
but here's the thing. It was 13 rooms, but not 5 were still occupied by long-term tenants.
Oh, that's good.
No,
Wait, what?
because it's again, remember where you are, Tenderloin.
Oh.
So they were like older guests. They were very angry because we had taken over the building from like an old landlord who was like treated them like shit. So they were very hostile.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like angry. And so I had all those rooms, right? And they were always booked. I was making a killing. I was getting, every room cost me about $1,100. I had to pay for the landlord, but I was making like $3,000.
Oh, nice.
But the headache was, again, remember, Tenderloin, needles, crackheads, hostile renters that were very angry. And they didn't like people going up and down. They didn't like all these guests.
Yeah.
So they would use the bathroom. One day this guy was pissed. He shoved hella socks down the toilet, took a fat shit, and smeared that shit everywhere.
Wait,
Everywhere. I get a call from the guests. I'm downstairs.
No
Here's the fucked up
way.
thing. I'm downstairs. I'm running the restaurant. They're like, you gotta come clean this. And then I'm like, what's wrong? There's shit everywhere. I'm like,
No.
is it flooding?
Like literal shit?
Literally shit
No.
everywhere. And I opened the door and I thank my janitorial guy Edgar, and I'm like,
You pay him extra?
oh fuck yeah, I had to. He was he cleaned the store. He cleaned it every night, make sure the bathrooms were clean, because that was a big thing. I already knew this was gonna be a problem. I didn't think it was gonna get that bad.
Dang.
He cleaned it.
Nice.
I helped him though.
Nice.
Oh,
But-
at least you helped, you know?
Yeah, because
It was everyone.
but if I had to do it myself, I would have. I mean, it was bad. I've done a lot of shit. in
Sounds
my
like
life.
a shitty situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
So that's like one situation. Another situation, obviously, with like these high occupancy bed bugs.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, so I had to go in, like, you know,
How
we
do you
got
even get
complaints.
bed bugs like that?
Well, because you have long term. These are like transients, and you know
Yeah.
they're like in and out.
Ew.
I would get like guests coming for 1 day, 2 days, and then you know who
You
knows where
probably,
they're
yeah,
sleeping.
you probably get a little bit of like a weird kind of.
Yeah, man, I had to
like,
I, you
clientele.
know, that's how I learned how to bomb these things myself, because I got a quote. It's like $1,000. And,
No
you know, I'm like,
way.
$1,000 for this
Ain't no
room.
way, ain't
I
no
got
way.
this. 3 bombs. Boom, boom, boom. You know, like you hit the tag. Now I do them all the time. I did it for Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Remember
I was
we
gonna
sent
say
Takashi?
we have a YouTube video if you guys want to watch
Wait,
it.
I'm like
It's
a
actually
pro.
pretty
I'll do
fire.
anything. So like I've learned, like, you just did it. So I dealt with bed bugs. I've dealt with literal shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pee
no.
everywhere. Like, again, like the peas, I didn't mind. I mopped up the pee all the time, but you knew they pee everywhere. Those guys
Ugh.
were angry.
Yeah.
Dude, that's terrible. Yeah, no.
So
thank
anyways,
God.
yeah, no short-term rentals. And then, you know, so
That's why, because it's short term.
I think it was the location. It wasn't the renters. It was the people who were there for a long, like they were paying like $1,100 a
Oh,
month
I
for
see,
those
I
rooms.
see.
And like I said, they were angry. They eventually got cool, but it took months of just like being nice to them and
Yeah.
taking care of them and all that stuff. It was just ridiculous.
You sold that though? You sold it already or no?
Yeah, the building was sold like a year or two ago. I got out of that business. I just said, the money was great, but this was before like all the courses were out where you can learn how to manage. And I was like 22, 23 years old.
Yeah.
So
They were like.
I didn't know what I know now
Mm-hmm.
to put somebody in place to run it. And so I got so fed up with it, and meaning like the money wasn't justifying what it cost me in mental space, and
Yeah.
my mind was all jacked up. So I said, forget this, and I got back into real estate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. I mean, with any entrepreneurship journey, you're gonna have some
Yeah.
hiccups, some challenges, right?
That
Makes you
sounds really bad,
stronger, but the
though.
shit kind of got me, man. That was,
Literally,
dude, PJ, it was a lot, man.
Oh,
a lot of shit to deal
Yeah, I
with.
dealt with a lot of stuff, you know.
I keep throwing out that point.
Dude, so yeah, so yours are like nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
fixed broken bed, I would have got there 2x4. I would have went ding ding ding. I would have got him like 2x4, put the bed on
No.
top.
It's coming, Mal. It's coming. The
Yeah,
shit's
no,
coming.
don't say that. Oh my god, no.
And now, like
Please
I have an Airbnb now in Daly City. Though we're getting a little bit more longer term tenants on that
Okay,
one as
yeah.
well. So very easy, very good, different locations.
So
So
much easier.
you definitely want like better areas.
Of course, that's the
Yeah.
number one thing you're looking for.
The Tenderloin was good because it was 3 blocks away from Union Square.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So
Everyone
Tenderloin is central of San Francisco. You can go anywhere, north,
Mm-hmm.
south, east, west. So the location was good. So it was always booked. You just have
Did you have parking?
no.
So people just travel there to walk.
Yeah, they would catch a cab there, and then they
Mhm,
would just leave the bag up there and then go do all this other stuff.
Yeah, that shit was hell long ago. If you're saying a cab,
I know.
No
a
Uber?
cab, not even
Uber
Lyft,
was
yeah.
kind of around, but
Airbnb
people were still
startup.
using- yeah.
I
They would
know.
come downstairs. I would have to call them a cab.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
some of them were older guests. I'm like,
Damn,
yeah, let me
bro.
call you a cab.
dude,
I
the life
was doing everything, dude.
Not
I-
a cab.
Dude, the world
Oh
is
my
changing.
God.
That's
That
crazy.
is.
Yeah.
That is
Anyways,
so wild.
I love those stories, guys. Thank you for sharing. Just to give people an idea of what it's really like in the Airbnb world, Airbnb space. But let's talk more about you, Mal. I want to hear about like why choose to do bodybuilding prep. You know,
Oh, man.
I'm in the space a lot, so I know it's a lot. I know it's a challenge, and you're fatigued, you're all this, and
Mm-hmm.
on top of that, you're now stepping into your entrepreneur journey,
Mm-hmm.
which is already enough. So why do it?
It just pushes me more. I like a challenge. So if I could do this, I could do anything.
Yeah.
I could do whatever I want to do. I think more so, it just intrigued me. Like, damn, it's hard work to get that body.
Mhm.
Did you always work out though?
I always worked out, but as a 21, 22-year-old, I never thought I would do bodybuilding because I was so scared. Like, I was very insecure, never confident about my body like that. Or
What
even
class are you going to be competing in?
I don't know, probably novice or wait.
Or no,
Like
what's
division,
are you going to be like?
bikini, wellness?
Oh, bikini. I'm so sorry.
Okay, yeah, I don't know enough. I just know like there's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
There's a bikini.
There's like a buffer, steroid buff.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
okay.
I originally wanted to do wellness,
Mhm.
but I think my coach cut me down too much to actually be fluffed up like that. So I'm doing bikini now.
Awesome.
And then next year I'm doing wellness.
Oh, sick.
Oh, you're already thinking about the next
yeah.
one.
yeah.
So what's the difference between wellness and bikini?
Wellness is like Brazilian built. So like they have bigger legs, bigger glutes, but still uptight on the top.
And the bikini is
Just
shredded.
slim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super slim.
And what's the next one?
Figure. There's figure, so like the bottom half matches kind of the top half more. And then there's like bodybuilding, which is like the most muscle that you could
Oh
put
my God,
on.
no. I
for
can't do that. No.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm learning.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'm going to do that one.
Wellness is like horse legs.
Did
Yeah,
you hire
yeah.
a coach for that as well?
Of course. Shout out to Shugs.
Oh, dang.
Shugs?
Yeah.
Like a lot of you guys.
Yeah.
Dude, he's pretty big, huh?
Shugs is my boy, bro. I'll be talking to him all the time,
Yeah,
bro.
he's so cool. I
Yeah.
love you, coach, man.
I'm gonna have
Thank
to
you.
when I see him, I'm gonna have to talk to him
Dude,
about
that's
you.
beast.
I'll be like, I saw her eating.
No!
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
dude, he hasn't given me a cheat. in,
Yeah.
like
So
over
how long
2
have you
weeks.
been in prep?
So I actually started with him 6 months ago. So I've been in prep for more than 6 months now.
Jeez. Wow.
Like cutting or building? What are you
Cutting
doing?
the whole cut. I've been cutting for 6 months now.
Wow.
Oh Jesus!
Mhm.
Wow.
Did you notice your mood get like more impatient with some of your Airbnb guests?
I was
Oh,
just gonna ask
bruh,
that.
no. So I actually don't have carbs anymore.
Damn.
Yeah.
What, for the last 6 months?
For probably I'm gonna say 2.5 weeks. I'm not sure, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I haven't had carbs. It's all like fats and
So
protein.
he's dropping your weight down like super slow.
Mhm.
Wow.
What did you go from and where are you at now?
I was 140 and I'm now 118.
Wow. Congrats.
Dang, and what's the
Thank you.
goal?
He said it's just like how I look. He's not looking at the scale.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
And then when's your show?
July 15th.
Also,
Wow.
you got
Dude, I'm so scared.
Are you doing Spectrum?
you got a lot.
You're doing
It's
Spectrum?
2 more months.
What is that? No,
Sacramento, I meant?
Sacramento. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's the Spectrum shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to film there. All right, sorry. Sorry about
Hey,
me,
that's
but
okay. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm learning
That's
yeah,
too.
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
that's awesome. But like, that's a very long time, and I want to ask.
So long.
Yeah, it's very long. So I want to ask, especially for the guests, is a business podcast. So I want to know, like, how do you manage the both?
Yeah.
Because it's basically 2 full-time jobs already.
Yeah, I mean, thank God my tenants are staying with me for long term. Like, I'm gonna say over a year.
Mm-hmm.
So they only hit me up when they need a package, a
Mhm.
code, because it's like a scan code.
Oh, okay.
So like,
Yeah.
hey, can I get the code? I'm like, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
super
then I
easy.
just pick up the rent once a month.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
cash.
So you're
then
not
the-
really doing too much
No.
now.
wow.
So what are you spending most of your day? What does your day look like now?
Bodybuilding.
Really?
I'm in the gym. Yeah. He has me doing an hour cardio right now, every day.
What kind? Stairmasters?
I'm like running, sprinting, walking every other minute. So
Wow.
for a whole
Hey.
hour.
Now.
So damn, that's
Yeah.
why you don't want to set up another Airbnb.
Dude,
huh?
yeah,
Not
no. And even then, like, I just like have to focus on getting my meals in. And to be honest with you, it gives me more leeway to be with my family. Like, I get to take care of my nieces and nephews now.
Wow.
Okay.
So I help my sister out here and
Because
there.
they watched you when you were a kid.
Yeah,
So now you
of
got
course.
now it's like full
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah. So I'll help my sister take care of my niece and nephews. And then besides that, I'm doing bodybuilding. But before I told you I used to be a full-time nanny, I'll help them out too.
Yeah.
So like they'll call me and be like, hey, Atamal, can you come through?
Yeah.
I wanna ask you because it sounds like you're pretty good with your money, right? Like you know how to budget, like, and you came from nothing, so therefore you probably value the dollar a lot more.
I do.
When you started making money, did you want to like blow it?
Dude, let's go.
Like,
No
or-
way.
What?
I know. No
Sorry.
way.
I don't know. Just, you know,
No,
'cause
no. I
I would've-
actually am
I would've
not a
bought something
very.
cool.
Yeah, I'm not very materialistic. My brother is though, because he never had anything. Remember, so he would like blow it on Jordans, everything, and I learned from that.
Oh, I
I was
see.
like, okay, I'm never blowing my money on Gucci,
Mhm.
Louis Vuitton. I mean, I could afford it.
Yeah.
A bag does the same thing. It carries my stuff, right? So I don't know. I'm not very materialistic like that.
So what are you saving up? Because now, I mean, obviously you're cash flowing a good amount.
Yeah,
What are you saving up for next?
I'm saving up for my short term, the houses. I plan on getting 2.
Wow.
And then after those 2, I want to get land in the Philippines and then build up
Sick.
a little hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's only 20K, guys, for
So-
land in the Philippines.
where?
So
Still
awesome.
in Manila.
But how far in Manila? Because
Manila Bay.
Okay.
I don't
'cause
know if you know where that is. It used to be really ghetto.
It's getting better.
Oh yeah. So I think I would rather actually spend my money there now. But I already told myself I'm gonna do the houses first and then get land in the Philippines.
Same thing. Rental arbitrage in
Wow.
Texas.
Yes.
Okay.
So it sounds like you have like a lot of your goals already lined up for you.
Yes.
So how important do you think that is for one's growth?
Oh my God. So I think it's so important to just plan and execute
Mhm.
every single one. Like every step of the way, you should just plan and check every box out and like, okay, what's next? You
Yeah.
know, always just go bigger. And you gotta kind of be the Lulu, you know?
I like
what
that
is the
because then I
Lulu?
think that prevents you from going crazy and buying the stupid Louis Vuitton
Yeah,
early, premature. Because
Oh yeah.
now if you buy that $3,000-$4,000 bag, that's basically
taken away from your
like
goal.
taking away from you furnishing another Airbnb or your way to buying that $20,000 land in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Great.
So I think that's a tip, guys, that you guys need to listen. Like if you want to stop buying dumb shit, you
Yeah.
got to have real goals that you're working towards so that every time you go to the store and you're like, oh God, I want to buy that,
Mhm.
your visions, your goal kicks in and go, nope, because that's going to take away from my land fund or
Yeah.
my Airbnb fund. Whatever it
Definitely.
Yeah,
is.
for sure.
Definitely.
I still shop at Ross. I don't care.
hey,
Hey, you know what's funny? I heard 'cause,
Everything's a Ross.
my buddies over there like, you need to get hokas. I'm like, dude, hokas are like fucking hell expensive.
yeah.
And so they got them at Ross. I was like, oh what?
No
I'm gonna
way.
go check out
They
Ross.
got the hookahs.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
Hey,
No.
you know me, PJ. I don't give a damn.
Hey man, it's
That's
all
hella
good. As long
funny.
as you can hop out the Bentley, like it don't even matter.
Oh my God.
Dude, I
Oh.
love that. Yo, this is a really, really, really good podcast. I don't know if you have any more questions you want to ask, Brian. You want to?
I mean, I want her to just share more.
Mhm.
If there's like one lesson, or because there's so many gems. Like you're good with your money.
Mhm.
As you made money, you didn't like fall into that I forgot what they call it, but basically where you make more money, and you start spending more,
Oh, like elevating your lifestyle.
elevating your
to
lifestyle.
match, yeah.
And I think another message that like you really hit home is that you saw the struggle and you like use that as your fire, your fuel, and not as a. Some people use it as a roadblock.
Yeah,
like a hurdle,
Mhm.
like holding them back. Like I didn't come from money, so therefore I can't be good with money.
Yeah, that victimhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah,
playing that
yeah.
victim mindset. So
No
those
way.
are all certain things I'm hearing. Is there one message that you want to share to that the old you that would have helped accelerate things? Like if you can go back to 21, 22, what would you do differently and what would you tell your younger self?
I think I would change my circle. I would surround myself with people who are motivated and, you
Mhm.
know, in the same field that I want to do or want to get to at least, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
if I'm surrounded by bums, then guess what? I'm going to be a bum,
Yeah.
Preach it.
you know?
Hitting all
So,
the right messages.
like, yeah. So, that's my number one thing.
Mhm.
Definitely. Stay away from people who don't really give you knowledge, I would say.
Mhm.
You know, like deleting people off of social media who just like
Yeah.
post, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
But
even
the right kind of knowledge too.
Yeah.
Because too much knowledge can put you into an analysis
Yeah.
paralysis.
Yeah.
Like I like that you just said Airbnb and you followed a bunch of Airbnb people.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
what other people do is they chase knowledge, but then they'll get like wholesalers, flippers, realtors,
Amazon
Airbnb,
FBA,
Amazon FBA,
drop
and then
shipping.
it's like it just
Yeah.
gets too much,
Yeah.
and then you're like, I don't know where to go. So
Mhm.
I think your advice is, I love it, but I would add a little bit is that just focus on one,
Yeah.
One, yeah.
then get so good at it that then you can build off of and do other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, you know, like anything works
Yeah.
nowadays, right? Like if you were to follow, I don't know, copywriting.
Yeah.
Dude, if you were to focus on copywriting, you'd make hell of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Same as Airbnb, same as anything else. FBA.
stick to one.
Dude,
Yes.
I
stick
like
Get
to
good at
one.
one.
I even like what you said about, because even earlier you mentioned it's about like energy too.
It is.
Like not even just knowledge, but if someone is just purely giving you good energy, you don't
Mhm.
even need to be making money, but they provide to you. I think that's something really to look into your circle, in my opinion.
No, yeah. That's so important.
What do you need help with now, you think?
I need help with like managing my time, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to help a lot of people out because some you know, I used to nanny, so if they ask me, I'll help them out.
Yeah.
If my sister asked me, I'll help them out.
Yeah.
If another person I used to work for asked me to work for their company, I'll help them out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I still want that money. I'm like, ooh, extra money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
all
know?
right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think you're gonna hit a certain point where it's like your time is worth
It is,
X.
yeah.
Yeah.
So where you shouldn't be doing something that's your sister's fine, help your kid, like your nieces and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
like sometimes more is not more. More is actually less.
True,
Because
true.
what happens is you start working for that $18 or I don't know how much they're paying you, but let's just say $20.
Mhm.
But then now you're tired, and now you
Mhm.
can't take that. It takes away your energy to focus on expanding your current business
Yeah,
or your bodybuilding.
yeah.
So it's like you got to start preserving energy now.
Yeah.
That's so true. I actually stopped taking Airbnb calls because
Mhm.
it was taking up a lot of my time from.
Like what kind of Airbnb calls?
So I do consultations,
Oh.
and then I'll walk them through how to actually get an Airbnb.
Do you charge them though?
Of course,
Wow.
I charge them, but I mean, I'd rather just work out low key
Okay.
Feel
because
it.
I mean, I'm on a crunch time, right? Like,
Mhm.
I just got to get rid of some stuff,
Yeah.
and then I'll hop back on again if you guys want to give me a call.
Yeah, it's probably just timing. I mean,
It
Yeah.
you have a different goal right now, and
I
like,
do.
respect that definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, are you right now? Is it like your Airbnb process is automated?
No, I handle everything on my own. I
You guys
mean,
could definitely probably have a good talk about that. After.
Yeah.
You got to just eventually now you need to learn to manage
Yeah.
and hire maybe somebody.
I have
pick
to
up the
hire somebody
calls.
for
yeah,
sure.
just because this is like, and you can hire somebody in the Philippines.
Oh, really? Oh my. What?
Yeah.
Dude,
Why hire?
that's so dope.
I wouldn't hire somebody here. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn.
And you could talk Tagalog, dude. Actually, that would be crazy because you could talk
I
Tagalog.
know.
So
Mom, sir, thank you so much.
you don't need to talk Tagalog. They all speak English.
I mean,
They
they
do,
do
they
speak
do.
really.
you don't
good.
want them to speak Tagalog because then
That's actually
you
true.
want them to communicate English with
That's
your.
actually really
your
good.
That's
guests.
true.
That's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
true.
I mean,
Like,
everyone
the-
speaks English in the Philippines, though.
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly. So like
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
the little questions and the noise and stuff like that. Like, no, I'd have them directed to somebody else.
Dang,
Yeah.
you're right.
Man.
You know,
I
Or-
love that.
you know, anywhere from $2 to $8 an hour. You know,
Dang, that's
But
hella cheap.
I think eventually you have to scale more
Yeah.
I do.
because your 4 locations, you know, it could definitely eat into that. But I think once you get to like 6 or 7,
Yeah.
I'd have to hire someone for the houses for sure.
yeah, because those are going to be
Because they're gonna be out of state.
Yeah.
out of state, and also like you got to coordinate the cleaners.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to do that. That's just like that's a $9 an hour job.
Yeah.
Dang.
You know,
Well, that's awesome. That's an exciting part to look forward to. Guys, I think this podcast that we had is probably one of my favorite ones.
Aw.
A lot of knowledge, a lot of energy in here. Mao, if you could do us the one favor to anybody for the audience, advice for someone who wants to start Airbnb arbitrage or start something that's scary, like what's your advice to them?
You just gotta do it.
Love
That's it. You just gotta jump into it. Jump into the fire.
How can people connect with you? Like, what's the best way?
Add me on Instagram. I go at Maocow.
Wait. I was like a Pokemon.
No, okay, so like, I used to eat a lot, so
Yeah.
that's actually why my
So
name is
MAU
Maocow.
and it's COW.
Yeah.
Nice.
I should switch it, huh? I
It's a Pokemon.
I like it. Nah,
No,
that's
we
cool.
appreciate you
God.
jumping on the show, taking the time.
Thank you so much,
Guys,
for
if
having
you guys
me.
got a lot of value out of this, share this with 5 friends and give us a 5-star review
Oh my
on
God.
our Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple Podcast,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
hit the subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Awesome.
Thank
Peace
you.
out, guys.
Bye.